Good morning, guys. I'm going to call this Painting with Minerva. As an example, I'm going to use Temptress Lagoon because you'll learn better if I have the best example. We're going to paint some detail like you've never seen. Clean up some of this clutter and show you how to use the ASA landscape material that's on the island. I'm assuming you've already set up your landscape and know how to use the runtime virtual texture volumes. I've imported some maps from Gaia, so I have some basics. We're going to add some hand detail. Starting with some wetness. I'm going to shift paint. I'm using an alpha brush. Get yourself something really simple. This is just like a mountain. The size doesn't matter, and then I have it auto rotating. Just for good variation. I'm going to shift paint to remove wetness. Shift paint, and then just normal paint to bring it back on. A little shift. I use the alpha so there's some blur. On the beach, your beach sands needs to be a 1 or white. If this is not a 1, you're going to have a bunch of funky grass all over your beach. You just want a nice smooth beach. Got some wetness. We're going to remove a little bit here. We just want a little water line. And then the data sands. I'm going to shift paint. I want my beach nice and smooth. I'm going to add sand here, right above the water line. We get some nice detail. I'm going to shift paint, push it back behind my water line, and I'm going to normal paint up here with my alpha brush for variation. Shift paint. While I'm doing this, I go to my color runtime and editor. View an editor. I have this turned off. I don't want to update my runtime volume every time I'm painting. I want to see what I see. I'm going to shift paint on my data sandiness because I want my beach nice and smooth. Look at this. I can shift paint the sandiness and pull some variation here. Shift painting to remove. I want it that smooth. Alright, let's add some variation. Shift paint, clean it up a little bit. And then work on that water line. Shift paint the water line. Regular paint, push it up. Shift paint, pull it down. Shift paint, push it down. Okay, our beach has got some detail. Let's add a little cliff. I didn't even change the brush or the size. I'm going to shift paint here, pull it back. Shift painting to remove. But I need a little bit of that. Shift paint, pull it back. That's good. Okay, push it back. Maybe do a little river bed here, make it rocky. A little path. Where the dinos are walking. I go back to my cliff talus. Paint. Shift paint. Not even changing the size. Fresh, nothing. Shift paint, get some of that green back on there. This needs some variation. A little riverbed. I'm gonna add a little variation. When you're all done, I'm gonna save it. And then usually building grass maps is good enough. I like to build all landscape. I'm gonna snap my fingers. All right, it took 2.5 minutes to build the landscape, and this is what we have. We worked on this for just a couple of minutes. Great variation, really nice sand, nice water line, wetness, and we've got some cliffs and a little path. If you want to see more tutorials, please hit the subscribe button, hit like, buy Temptress Lagoon Enchanted in Arc now for more ASA tutorials. Thank you so much. This is Minerva.